Today I'm giving an overview on the comprehensive franchise documentation needed to set up and run a successful franchise. It's a critical piece of the puzzle when it comes to building a strong relationship between franchisors and franchisees. These documents are like the foundation of the entire franchise operation, providing the guidance, clarity, and essential legal structure you need to consider as the franchisor. At the end of our talk today, I'll provide you with a link to your copy of the franchise documentation audit to get you on the right track. Now let's dive right into what each of these documents should hold. Starting with the Franchise Disclosure Document, or FDD, it's a vital part of the package, and here's what it should include. First up, we've got the business overview. You need to provide the inside scoop on the franchisor's business, including your history, current operations, and all that juicy detail about your brand's journey, market presence, and significant milestones. Next in line is financial information. So no need for a financial jargon here. It should have detailed financial statements like profit and loss statements, balance sheets, and cash flow statements. This helps your potential franchisees figure out the financial health of you as the franchisor. So let's talk about money with initial investment required. Your prospective franchisees need to know the nitty-gritty of what it takes to start and run a franchise unit, including things like franchise fees, equipment costs, and working capital. Fees and royalties. No secrets here. The FDD should reveal all the fees and royalties your franchisees will be paying, like those ongoing royalty payments, advertising fees, and any other financial commitments they need to make to you. Franchisee obligations. So what's on their to-do list? This document should spell it all out, covering operational guidelines, training requirements, and quality standards. Territory and competition. Where can your franchisees set up shop? Are there any restrictions? Are there any competition? Details about market saturation should be in there as well. And what about legal disclosures? You need to tell your franchisees about your legal history, including any pending or past litigation, as well as any bankruptcy or insolvency info. Renewal and termination. So looking ahead, what's in store for your franchisees? This part should give them the scoop on the terms and conditions for renewing and ending their franchise agreement with you, including the grounds for termination. Franchisee performance. How are other franchisees doing? You should give them access to historical and current performance data on existing franchise units, including sales figure, success stories, and contact information for current franchisees. And what kind of support can they expect to get? Training and support should outline the training and ongoing support provided by you as the franchisor to the franchisees. Now moving on to the franchise agreement. Parties involved. Clearly specify who's who. You've got the franchisor and the franchisee, and their legal identities should be crystal clear. How long is the agreement in effect? And what's the deal with renewing it? Term and renewals, lay it all out for your franchisees. Territory. Where can they expect to operate? Are there any exclusive rights? Provisions for potential expansion should also be covered here. And money talks with franchisees, fees and royalties. The agreement should outline clearly the payment schedule and amount for franchise fees, royalties, advertising contributions, and other financial obligations. Operational guidelines get you into the nitty-gritty. This section covers operational procedures, standards, and quality control measures that your franchisees must follow. Then intellectual property is a big deal. The agreement should address the use of trademarks, branding, and proprietary information, including guidelines for safeguarding your intellectual property. When things go south, what's the plan? Termination and dispute resolutions lay out the conditions for ending their agreement and the process for resolving disputes, including any mediation or arbitration procedures. Then we have transfers and succession. What if a franchisee wants to sell or transfer their franchise? Are there any restrictions on who takes over? It should all be contained there. Protecting interests and confidentiality is also crucial. So the agreement includes a non-compete and a non-disclosure clause. And let's not forget about risk management, insurance and indemnification details, insurance requirements and obligations, along with indemnification clauses to protect both you and them from liability. But wait, there's more. Let's not forget about the operations manual. This is a must-have addition to your franchisor's documentation, offering in-depth guidance on the day-to-day operations of their franchise. Operational procedures give your franchisees detailed step-by-step instructions on running their franchise, from opening and closing routines to product and service preparation. Maintaining top-notch quality is non-negotiable, with quality control standards set in place to ensure consistency across all of your franchise locations. Proper training is essential, so employee training programs and guidelines for hiring, training, and managing their staff should also be included here. When it comes to getting the word out, marketing and advertising strategies, templates, and guidelines for local marketing and advertisements are also provided. Safety first, with health and safety protocols, health regulations, and compliance measures outlined in the manual. Managing inventory is also vital, so the manual covers procedures for inventory management, ordering supplies, and of course, how they control costs. And as always, the customer is king. The manual provides guidelines for delivering exceptional customer service and handling inquiries or complaints by the customers. Now, when you're thinking about global expansion, you'll need to tweak these documents to fit regional legal requirements, cultural differences, and of course, marketing dynamics. So that might mean translations, adapting terms, and of course, complying with the laws of those countries. In the end, comprehensive franchise documentation is more than just a formality. It's a sign of you, the franchisor's commitment to transparency, fairness, and building trust with your franchisees worldwide. Clear, thorough, and well-crafted documents benefit both sides by reducing disputes, ensuring everybody's on the same page, and creating a positive franchisor environment. Remember, success in franchising begins with a strong foundation. To access your comprehensive franchise documentation, franchisor audit, and unlock tailored strategies for business owners, visit jetresult.today/get. It's a treasure trove of valuable ideas, invigorating live sessions, coaching, and more, all within a community dedicated to enhancing revenue, profit, cash flow, business value, and your personal lifestyle. So thank you for tuning in today. For more transformative insights and entrepreneurial wisdom, I invite you to subscribe and stay in tune to our channel. Your thoughts and queries are always valued. So please leave a comment below and keep fueling your journey with excellence.